I mean, you're the one that fucking called Clan Venture like original Mountain Dew. Default Mountain Dew.
And guess what? It flipped the bowl.
It did. And we all know that fucking Le Sombre is not Baja Blast. They are Code Red.
I thought you said Venture was Code Red because they're red flags.
I mean, they're both red flags. They're both Code Red.
We've been talking about rich people for way too long.
We have. We gotta skip on to that.
To the topic of our episode tonight. Hi, and welcome to Blank Bodies, a Vampire the Masquerade V5 podcast.
Hell yeah.
I'm Hunter, and as always, we're joined by our other hosts.
John, that's me.
Oh my god, it is you. Hi, I'm Sarah. Yes, I am Sarah today. Hello.
Today?
Today?
Only today?
Yesterday she was Sarah.
Yeah, most of the time I am,
Sarah?
hey you, where's my order?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or excuse me.
I ordered this
Excuse
5
me.
minutes ago. Where is it? And I look at their ticket and I'm just like, you literally ordered this a minute ago. How did you make it to 40 and you don't know how a fucking line works?
I ordered this
Or
with
time.
10% more foam. Make the whole thing again.
Oh, no. Every time that happens, I purposely make the drink slower.
Oh, I know. I'm just like,
I'm paid by the hour, motherfucker.
When I worked at a coffee shop, I would just decaf people
Yeah.
or blonde roast people. That one really threw him for a loop.
I did decaf Mike Pence's wife once. That was a good day.
Hell
I
yeah.
like it.
Oh, also the lore bot.
We do have the
James.
lore bot. Hey, sorry.
Yeah, we're talking about Anarchs.
We're at the end of our crash courses in the major sex.
Sexting.
Sects.
We are almost done sexting.
Hey.
Sects.
Yes. So we're covering the Anarchs. The sect that nobody liked until now.
well, let's be real. It was kind of weird because, as I said, the LARP scene, everybody was trending towards that for years. But they were like, nah, Anarch's better. And I'm like, did the LARP scene
Were
influence
they?
Yeah, they did.
Okay.
Like,
I didn't LARP much.
I freaked the hell out when I was like, okay, cool. I'm just going to make this Nosferatu Camarilla character. I'm going to come on in. I go to Elysium and it's like, cool. All of the Camarilla here. And it's just like, and there are 10 Anarchs. And it's just like, what's the trash doing here? It's like, well, there's a new edict that says that we must respect Anarchs like they're our own. And I'm like, so wait, they get all the benefits of being in the cam, but none of the punishment? Yes. I'm like, get the pores out.
I mean, that's how it was for centuries until V5, and now the pores are out, and they're not gonna take it.
They're out
apparently.
and
They're
proud.
not gonna take it.
Hey.
They are not going to take that.
So that's the big one of the big changes in the V5 is the Anarchs are their own fucking thing now and have an identity, and they took their skateboards to the park because I don't need you, Dad.
Hell
Hunter and I
yeah,
are
do a
oiling
kickflip.
up.
I like you guys are oiling up for the Anarch episode.
Oh yeah, I'm ready to go wrist deep. Yeah, where this is an audio medium, so they can't see that I just put like a little scented body oil on.
Is it the Nong Champa?
Me too, yeah. I like to rub it on my jacket. Because then when I give people hugs and I'm wearing my jacket, it smells like Don Champa.
And then you get to mark your territory because then they smell like dirty hippies too.
Boom.
Wait,
I do like to do that.
how much sage is in that?
There should be none.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You
that's
said
not.
it smelled like dirty hippie. There's
It's
gotta
Nong
be-
Champa.
It's got to be sage too.
Nah, patchouli, bitch.
Yeah, Nong Champa and patchouli are the hippie smells. They you combine them together and they smell like fuck dirt.
Yeah.
Fuck dirt.
Yeah, no, sage is either by people that are doing like clothes practices that actually know what they're doing, or like TikTok witches that are just appropriative assholes that don't understand things because they read a Wicca book once and think they understand.
Remember, all the olds that are in here from the old World of Darkness, TikTok witches are the modern day Wiccans.
I once made a YouTube video on how to get rid of chemtrails using sage burnings.
How'd that go?
Nice.
As long as it wasn't white sage, because like that's endangered. And, maybe don't.
I got demonetized, and there's a big banner on all my YouTube videos on that old account that's like, this channel might share misinformation, which is weird because it's mostly like poorly made music videos I made as a joke with my friends when they're like, this video may contain misinformation about, and like links to the Wikipedia page on chemtrails.
Hilarious. I love it.
That's
Chemtrails on the music video.
I'm glad that they like sequestered your ass, but not anybody that's actually selling bad information like the Bleach Church.
Oh my god, with that dude with the hat with the like turquoise on it. Oh man.
Where's the fucking hat?
Yep.
That dude's
Where's the
definitely
fucking
an
hat?
Anarch.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, so the good news, bad news on the Anarchs as a sect is because they are uncorked, unchained, unhinged from the Camarilla, you can kind of do whatever the fuck you want with them within a couple of bounds. But there's also a narrative problem where it's like, what are the Anarchs like? And I'm like, I don't know, you write it.
Depends where you go.
Yeah.
Really depends what's going on in your city. They could be anything. In Indiana, they're probably all libertarians.
Oh, God. Well, I mean, Indianapolis is canonically a Settite city, so... And
Really?
there's a lot of... Well, it kind of makes sense because there's so many fucking churches here, and they tend to integrate within religious themings, and we're gonna ignore the overtones of Jim Jones and that and move on.
Was Jim Jones a Settite?
He might have been a ghoul, maybe. I don't know. I don't want to throw him into things, because he was a bad man that appropriated a good cause for his own ego.
That's right.
It's very upsetting to be like, Jim Jones, first guy to do an interracial adoption, also did many
Womp,
bad
womp,
things. I
yeah.
know. Yeah, with the Anarchs being what they are, you can run the gambit of basically just being like the Camarilla kinda to the Sabbat with some fucking morals and everything in between all of that.
The rose-tinted Sabbat that everybody remembers.
Yeah, you just be spicy Anarchs.
Honestly, yeah, if you miss the old Sabbat and aren't a fan of what current Sabbat is, I would definitely just make all those dudes like, oh, we went to the Anarchs because we're not total chaos fuck demons.
I'm actually amazed that they didn't bring that up because it seems like...
They did.
Oh, they did?
Yeah,
Okay.
it's canonical in the Anarch book. Because,
Oh.
yeah, if you reread the Anarch book, which I did for this, they already, like, pre-set up the Anarchs to take the
Sabbat who were like, we were just here to kill the antediluvians,
yeah.
not make arts and crafts with baby corpses.
Yeah, we were here to eat elders and take names, not, like, reenact experiments from, like, concentration camps. Yeah.
What section was that in? Because I've read it all when I bought it,
Yeah.
and that was years ago.
Yeah, like, the very first section, if you read it understanding... Like, especially in the context now of having the Sabbat book dropped.
Okay.
Literally the very first section of the Anarch book, you're reading it going, oh, this is definitely coming from somebody who came from that background's perspective. And there's also Agata in it. She's, like, just very open about, yeah, you should just eat your elders, because fuck them. And there's a section on the Church of Cain, and there's a section on the Dark Mother.
I knew about the Church of Cain segment.
Yeah. So it exists. It's there. You can run it if you want. There's nothing stopping you.
Yeah, that's a way cooler way to run that. But
Again,
that episode is now in the past.
Yeah.
I'd still say, really, if you want to hardline into that, just abduct... if you really want a hardline run that, just adopt the Code of Milan.
Yeah.
Like, you could just use those codes, and it's
Yeah.
fine. Like, they're decent rules as long as you don't get too fascist-y.
Yeah. But, there's a quote. Does anybody want to read the quote?
No one holds command over me. No man, no god, no prince. What is a claim of age for ones who are immortal? What is a claim of power for ones who defy death? Call your damnable hunt. We'll see who I drag screaming to hell with me. That's from the back cover of the first edition of Vampire the Masquerade.
Cool.
Yeah. Metal as shit, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, God, I spent so much time researching. The best way to kind of break down the Anarchs now into a succinct elevator pitch is the Anarchs are an umbrella sect that believes that power cannot be held exclusively by the elders and seek to achieve this objective through various means and philosophies.
Yeah, so they're basically just anyone who's like, I'm not a Democrat or a Republican.
Yeah, just like, well, I don't like the Camarilla hierarchy thing because that's bullshit. But the other side is like, oh no, I have some morals. You don't have to have many, but it's like, God.
I like communication skills.
Yeah.
I don't want to subscribe to a sect where it's like...
Yeah, just like, I don't want to scare the hoes.
You need at least baseline, like, I respect at least my own body autonomy, and to be like, okay, maybe not that one.
Yeah. So, Anarchs.
Anarchs.
Good way to cover that. So, fun thing we're going to get into is what is anarchy?
Hell yeah, brother.
Oh, we're gonna get in so much trouble.
Cue the Kratz soundbite.
Right. I mean, if you want to stick that in here, man. I do love this. For those who are not initiated into anarchic philosophies, anarchism is generally a very broad umbrella topic that covers a lot of different topics, and a lot of people generally have this very skewed view of anarchy where it's like, you know, the Joker from the movie Joker, or like the Purge series or Mad Max, where they're just like, yeah, anarchy is just running around and shooting things and wearing leather and just being an asshat.
I was about to say, I think Mad Max might be more accurate than any of those, because there's at least like a power structure with most of them. Most of those gangs do have a weird power structure.
Yeah.
It's there.
Or in the combination Joker makeup and Guy's Fox mask. You know? It's just a lot of
So
people-
do you just wear the Guy Fawkes mask and then you put the lipstick on and like pull it up to the ears?
I suppose you could, or somebody rips off your Guy Fawkes mask and then there's Joker makeup
Joker
underneath.
makeup?
I guarantee you there's a TikTok video somewhere of some guy with like new metal playing in the background. It's just like, remember the day I got this smile.
Oh yeah,
God.
I could see
And it's
that.
just like new metal happening.
Oh god, I'm so upset. Or just like
He's
not
in-
good ministry.
He's wearing like a purple suit his mom made him.
Ugh.
I'm the Joker, baby! And I'm like,
Oh, but that guy's delightful.
Dude, I think the Joker baby is like in the top 4 all-time Jokers.
it is real good.
Nothing's ever gonna beat Cesar Romero and his just like, I'm not shaving,
Yeah,
face paint over the mustache. But
Have you seen Gotham's Joker? Because that kid slays.
I have not. I've not had time for TV.
He's so good. And I love how he started out shit and he got real good. Because it was like, what are you doing? Just do a really shitty Heath Ledger impression. He was like, okay.
I need to go back to what Sarah said.
What?
Hell yeah, smash your TV. Half the 90s Changeling books. Fuck the video box. I don't watch that.
No, I'm just like, oh god, between day job, my health problems, writing scripts for this, and doing online college, and stream games, and everything else I'm doing, I'm just like, I don't have time.
Do you need more sticks of RAM?
No. I need money.
money. You know.
Because we live in a capitalist hellscape. But yeah.
Thanks.
Thanks, Syndicate Overlords.
Yeah. So, yeah, a lot of people, when they hear anarchy, they tend to think of it as like, you know, shitty teenagers like spray painting on a brick building and just, you know, sniffing glue or whatever the fuck. If you really get into anarchist theory, the core of it is essentially power should be dismantled and eliminated whenever possible.
I like passable.
Passable.
Whenever passable.
Whenever
And-
possible.
Whenever possible.
Possible.
Whenever lunchable.
Oh no, you're going to summon the Giovanni.
And action needs to be taken to achieve these goals. That is the crux of all anarchist theory. Depending on which school of anarchist theory you're going through, is going to change how you go about it. Most anarchists tend to focus on the power of the state, and they want to dismantle the, you know, power of the state in various means. But this can also go into feminism, sex theory, economics, environment, labor rights, so on and so forth. If anybody is interested in like further intros, like anarchism sounds interesting because I also don't like being abused by power structures. Anarchism and Other Essays by Emma Goldman's a good place to start. You can get that bitch for free for streaming. It is a good time. Also, a thing that folks kind of need to pay attention to is a lot of anarchists, when they're actually putting their theories into physical actual practice, it's called praxis or direct action. So, you know, it's like a lot of the DIY punk stuff where people are just like, well, hey, we think it's shitty that these venues are charging bands to play there and like all sorts of cover fees, and just like, fuck it, we're going to run shows in our basement.
Yeah.
Or,
So instead of saying thoughts and prayers, they do some shit.
yeah, that's generally how it goes. So that's where you get like a lot of anarchists, if they're like, oh, hey, we think that it's shitty that this neighborhood has a food desert, they'll just start a community garden in a plot of land nobody's using. Like Occupy Wall Street was initially like a big anarchist praxis thing.
Encouraging unions.
Yeah.
That's been a very big thing lately.
Mm-hmm.
If you haven't been keeping up, I know Paizo, the makers of Pathfinder, just unionized.
Yeah, I saw that. I was very excited. It was good.
Half Price Books has started to unionize.
Oh, shit.
Really?
Yeah.
Dang.
At least
Cool.
Minnesota is now unionized, it looks like.
Yeah.
So it'll probably
That's
keep
killer.
happening.
Yeah, but yeah, just wanted to throw in, if the definition for anarchy is a little too vague, there's the quote I can give you from Emma Goldman in Anarchism and Other Essays. Anarchism, the philosophy of a new social order based on liberty unrestricted by man-made law, the theory that all forms of government rest on violence and therefore wrong and harmful as well as unnecessary.
Remember,
Yeah.
kids, laws are just a promise of violence created by the state.
It's not wrong. God damn it, Dimension 20. Fucking Brendan Lee Mulligan. Jesus Christ.
You fell in love with that series.
That
the moment
you
I
showed
you
me that clip. That's how you sold me on watching fucking Fantasy High. Is this fucking family of halflings that are just anarchist postmen?
What?
Yeah, they work for the post office, and then
They're just cheery halflings that they just bumped into, and then it's like, surprise, they're anarchist socialists.
I mean,
Who's a mailman who's got firebombs?
yeah, just like we're gonna break these teenagers out of jail because fuck the police.
His exact words
Nice.
are, hey kids, you want to get out of jail? Yeah? Alright, time to roast some pigs.
And he like pulls down a face mask, and we're just like, what the fuck?
hell yeah. Get it, little guy. Get it.
Yeah.
I will always support Dimension 20.
Yeah. So if you're wanting to do an anarchy and you're like, yeah, I should dismantle power because it sounds oppressive and unnecessary. What the fuck is a power?
We went over that in one of our early episodes. They're like, there's things like obfuscate and...
Oh, no. Those the discipline powers. This is like what
God
is
damn it, Hunter.
power as a concept. Strap in, guys. We're getting a little bit of philosophy. Just a little bit. Nothing too crazy.
Damn it.
What? You're gonna learn something, slut.
I've read the script already. I learned it.
Yeah, well, the audience can't read it because this is an audio medium.
This is our job.
No. This will lead to vampire things in a second.
That's kind of how most of our episodes go.
Yeah.
Be real about it.
Where it's like, yeah, a lot of our episodes like, hey, cool vampire thing. Here's some extra stuff you can throw into the game, and then
We're going to learn you, listeners.
you're gonna learn a little bit.
So anyway, tell me about cool superpowers.
Yeah, so power. In a social, societal sense, power basically is the ability to change another person's ability to act or make a choice. So in terms of ETM, this would be like if the prince gave a decree to allow Thin Bloods into Elysium and give them the rights as full vampires. That's expanding their ability to function and giving them more power.
Nice.
On the reverse of that, the Primogen Council, or the Primogen could command that all of the members of their family or their clan can't work with any other clan. That would be limiting their power and their ability to act.
A dick move.
Yeah, generally. And power is achieved through violence. Hey.
Yet again, why were the Gangrel and the Bruja in the cam for so long?
Yeah.
Clan violence.
Yeah. Yeah, so most people when they hear the word violence think of, punching, stabbing, shooting,
Thrash metal.
thrash metal, friggin' like a Clockwork Orange,
Irish car
the ultra
bombs.
violence.
Doom.
Yeah. I do love Doom. That's a good game.
I like to visit violence on demons.
Yeah. I kind of refer to this as violent classic. Most people tend to think of violence as just the a force of bodily harm against another person, usually in an aggressive form. That's not all that violence is.
No.
No. Violence, when you try to sum it down to its barest bones, is the total or partial removal of another person's choice through force.
Yeah, so even like the act of handcuffing someone or putting them in the back of a locked car is a form of violence.
that would be physical violence, where you're physically keeping somebody from making choices and acting on their own
Well,
accord.
you're restraining them. You're not like physically like,
no,
I'm
you are
beating this
no,
person.
no, that is physical violence. You are physically stopping their body from being able to move as they will.
Other examples would be like ticketing or fines, because you are taking away their power to survive because they kind of survive on money.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah?
Yeah, that's kind of more like a systemic violence, but yes.
So it would be more making the rules that lead to tickets or fines would be. So like I'm making it illegal to walk north on the right side of the road, or you get a ticket. So
Yeah.
that's a form of violence.
Yes.
That's more what you're getting at. Okay.
Yeah, that is part of that. Yeah. So a lot of us are very understanding of physical violence in the forms of, hey, you're gonna go to a jail or get shot or stabbed, or you're getting pushed out of a bar for being an asshole. Like those are, or you talk shit to somebody and then they come over and punch you in the face.
Those of us with steel muscles are very much aware of
Yes.
that.
And there's also symbolic violence, which is using language to force people to forcing people to basically have their agency removed. So yeah, there's ways you can use language to limit people's ability to function in society.
ACAB.
Yeah, well, this is like a prominent thing that's been in the discourse is a lot of the way people refer to trans people, and by denying them their ability to be recognized as fully humans in society, that does limit their agency and ability to function in society, which is why, transphobia is a form of symbolic violence.
Oh, you're talking about the people that still cling to saying the word tranny.
Yeah.
Yeah, stuff like that.
Yeah. I mean, there's certain groups of people where that is comfortable because they're from an older generation and that doesn't have negative connotations. But using language in a way that strips humanity from other people limits their ability to function within that society.
I would go more along with like the faux intellectual internet discourse man kind of person who kind of like your Ben S kind of people, or your, they will respond to an argument not with the actual direct response to what's being said to them, but instead they'll correct their grammar or make a
homonym attacks.
They'll make a side argument that to defeat their argument by like setting the rules afterwards of the discourse to change it so what they said is no longer sensical.
Yeah, and if you want to frame it in the framework of ETM, it's classic example of this is the way that the different clans are stereotyped really limits certain clans and players' abilities to act within a society.
Malkavians.
Yeah, so everyone's
super obvious.
Yeah, like, everyone's just like, oh, the Malkavians are crazy. You can't trust them with like important tasks, And it's like, no, there's plenty of Malkavians that are probably more than capable of running a lot of important things, but people won't fucking let them do it.
That's always the weird thing, because I never ran people worrying about Malkavians as, we can't trust them. And just be like, look at them like they're a bomb.
Yeah.
Like,
or, like people not trusting the Nosferatu because, they're physically ugly as well as,
they're shady.
Yeah. Like, they're shit. You can't trust them. They're keeping everybody's secrets.
Yeah.
They're gutter rats.
Yeah.
They're going to tell your secret. Don't tell anybody.
Wow.
Or don't tell them specifically.
Are Nosferatu potentially a Jewish racism?
What?
That's...
No, this is an actual question. Can be cut, but...
Yes.
They are secretive. They're supposedly not to be trusted. And they're very insular.
That's just a...
Those are three stereotypes that
for
get
a
thrown
lot
at
of
any
groups.
group, minority group.
Yeah.
Although I have heard that there are certain...
Yeah, you can totally cut that, but that was amusing. Like, did they racially fucking code them?
Yeah.
I will say there are like old folklore things coding Jewish people and vampirism, but I wouldn't put that in Nosferatu specifically.
But yeah. Systemic violence is the subtle forces that enforce rules of domination and exploitation within systems, as well as threats of and actual use of physical violence. We're not going to dig into that too much right now because we are not educated enough nor have the time. But
you're probably educated enough. I don't know about
the
rest of us.
Yeah, no.
tried to read Capital once and I fell asleep because I got too high.
I'm over here just like, no, I read Slovak Zizek just for funsies because I hate myself. But, yeah, so examples for this in VTM terms is like literally the hierarchy of the Camarilla. Because you not only have the actual the inner circle and the Justicars and the princes and all of that, there's also just the natural order of things with the of course certain people are in charge because that's just the way it should be. Like, if it wasn't supposed to be this way, why would I have all the money and the power?
Gross.
Yeah, it's super gross. It's not good. It's bad times. But, there's also, not only does that kind of thought process, like, prohibit a lot of neonates from rising up and doing things and acting the way that they choose, there's also the issues of the high clans and the low clans. So, certain clans are just like, yes, they're naturally the leaders and they're the ones that should be in charge of things. And other ones where it's just like, go back to the basement. We don't like you.
And that's actually really that's actually a really good way if you're trying to create a new city for your chronicle. This is an old D&D trick, but you take one of like the D&D races and you flip it. The old our elves work differently trope. Yeah. But you can do it with one of the, clans, one or two of the clans. Like, what if you have a city where, I don't know, the Ventru real fucked up and a lot of them fucked off and became like Anarchs. Everything else kind of works normal, but for some reason there's a lot of Ventru just like, no, we're done with it.
Yeah.
We're
done.
The Gnosis are in charge.
Yeah, oh no. That could be fun.
There's somebody who's run a cam city with the Gnosis in charge. It is.
Yeah. There's the canonical version of this where the Tremere in Chicago by Night are not allowed in Elysium. So, if you're being a Tremere in that city, it's kind of hard to politic and function and get things done because, like, the main meeting place everybody goes to, you can't fucking go to. So that really limits your ability to act within the system of the Camarilla.
I mean, they keep the trash out.
Mm-hmm. Look, I know the Tremere are fucked up, but again, I will defend the fact that their internal, like, actual in-clan lore is highly fucking interesting.
Oh no, it's real good. It's still a raccoon mage.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Just a little trash panda that needs to know its place in the dumpster outside.
Look, I'll take the trash panda over most, fucking quote-unquote alpha male clans. But moving on.
I thought raccoon mages were called druids.
Which would be closer to Gangrel.
So, yeah.
But they don't...
Well, there was
really cast spells.
Well, no. There was the Leonin back in Dark Ages, which I fucking love playing, where it's like, do you want to make a Wicker Man? I'm like, yes, I do. I want it.
Yes, please.
Now I'm just sitting here thinking of a gangrel just like holding a raccoon, just like, prime the raccoon, shake it, throw it.
I mean, you could just do that with your Bon Familius.
Yeah,
if
no.
you wanted.
If you're ready to just get sprayed with a lot of old lore words, the werewolves and the gangrel did hang out with the dream speakers, so...
Yeah.
But another form of systemic violence is the way that the Sabbat handle, like, their basically internal cultist nature. It is literally an infusement of violence within the system itself because, there's the initiation process of shovel heading. There is all of the rites and rituals that they do now, where the whole point of it is to strip your humanity and your individuality to make you an agent of violence for the system that, like, perpetuates itself.
Yeah, and the Sabbat actually make fun of anybody that doesn't go through those rituals because the Necronomists say that a lot of times their progeny, they embrace them in the traditional way, and most people make fun of those bastards.
Like, your ability to maintain and hold power in the Sabbat is directly tied to your ability to impose your violence on other people.
Mm-hmm.
So, yay!
You want the most alpha male fucking sect. Toxic masculinity in reality.
Sad boy. But yeah, if you're looking for a little bit more information on violence for this kind of things, I recommend What is Violence from PBS Idea channel on YouTube. It's a good little video.
Also, I would like to state for the fact, remember, we started this podcast out as I was the pro Sabbat guy. When you learn things, you can change your opinion, folks.
Yeah.
Also, a little quote here.
Yeah.
it's not always about doing stuff. Sometimes doing nothing is the most violent thing to do. That's a little Slavov Zizek quote for you.
Pure ideology.
So I couldn't help myself.
Oh God. I don't agree with everything he says, but he's got some really good points, and that man is a fucking meme magician. Just dirty trash can hot dogs. Like, it's so good. But, yeah, why the fuck does this matter for your vampire game?
Because vampire is largely about politics.
Yay! And politics is completely interwoven and driven by violence.
You know, that, for some reason there for a moment, really felt like the, she's a witch, may we burn her?
Yeah.
Well, how do you know she is a witch? And they went through the whole thing, and all the villagers kind of stumbled through, because she's made of wood. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, Monty Python.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Okay.
Yeah.
No,
It just reminded me of that scene for some
we
reason.
must find out if she weighs the same as a goose. If she does, she's a witch.
Yeah, and that's actually a prime example of the power of the state enacting violence on the citizenry to maintain complacency.
Yay!
An uppity woman has learned math. Clearly she's a witch. She must be burned.
Well, it was back in the day. There's actually really good evidence about the fact that the witch burnings were a force of trying to push women into a home-caring role solely to maintain the beginning framework for capitalism. But that is a whole other discussion.
And some bread germs.
And some bread germs. That's true. That was bread fungi.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's funky fungi.
Funky.
Bread.
But yeah, having a at least base understanding of how violence and power works is good when you're a storyteller, so that you're able to actually build the machinations of your city and understand, if this person is in charge, this is the rules they're making, and this is how they're enforcing it, and this is who's doing it, and it allows you to build a city that feels more tangible and grounded and gives players something to be like, okay, I understand. This person's doing a thing, and they're over here doing this.
You have to have a moving system of wants and needs and goals for many people in a city. Otherwise, it does get to the joke trope of what a lot of people thought vampire lives were, just like a lot of people like being snooty in like gothic clothing.
Yeah, you can be snooty in gothic clothing, but also, be doing fucking money moves.
Yeah, no, I'm just saying there has to be some form of politicking to make your city feel like, I'm actually like interacting with a real world here.
Yeah. There are things going on behind the scenes. And then you as a player, understanding these like very base framework things allows you to be like, okay, this is the character I have, this is where I fit in the narrative, and these are the tools I can use to affect things around me.
Yeah, I think some of the most interesting stories you players can have, especially if they're not on the top of the heap, is when something happens to them that they take as like targeted or as something that's going against them, and when they start getting into the politics of it and they start digging into this mystery of what's going on and why someone has trespassed against them in whatever way that's happened, they realize like, this has nothing to do with them. You were just in the way of a much larger political scheme.
Mm-hmm. And you can choose to fuck it up or be like, pay me and I will continue your scheme, or, there's a lot of good stories from that. Understanding where these balance points are and how they interact with each other allows you a framework to write a story. And sometimes if you're having a fucking writer's block, like I get sometimes with games, because you all just do something fucking wild, and then I'm sitting there going, fuck, what do I do with this? Holy shit. And then I go, okay, look at the NPCs that are involved, understand what their general goals are, and you can kind of steer things in a direction based on that. So
we're a bad party for that too.
We all have very different goals.
It's fine that you guys all have different goals, that you all are able to at least work together enough to...
That we haven't killed each other yet?
Yeah, and that's really all you need for a coterie, honestly.
That's fair.
Yeah. And it's just disgruntled co-workers. And if you become friends over time, that's cool. And if not, that is also okay.
I will say that's one thing that I really miss about Gideon, is the fact that there was like it felt like there was like a weird, like, I don't want to like you, but I kind of like you toward Ellis.
Mm-hmm.
and it was reciprocated.
Yeah,
from what I would say.
Yeah.
Just begrudging, like,
Yeah, like you're my friend, but you suck.
you're my friend, you also suck.
Yeah,
See you tomorrow.
yeah.
Yeah.
We'll hang out later.
So, how does one be an Anarch?
Ooh, so okay,
Yeah.
so check it out. I used to work at a retail store that is the opposite of a cold digression.
Okay.
Yeah.
I got it. I got it.
Okay.
I too have also worked for that company, so like I understand.
It literally
cool.
just made my brain like tick a like one step too long to audibly like take it. Just like
Yeah. The
So-
listeners who get that though, I just do we give them a cookie point?
Yeah, you get
Yeah.
a cookie point.
Sweet.
So
go on about your cold digression.
when I
you
was
get some
working
hot
there,
cash if you get enough cookie points.
It's true. So, so for some reason, I liked this manager. She was hilarious. But every time we'd take out the trash at the end of the night, there's this traffic cone that was one of those real big tall ones, and it was next to the dumpster. And for some reason, every single night she'd walk past it and she'd kick it over, and she'd throw the trash in the trash can, and she'd raise her hands and she'd scream "Anarchy!" and then
No.
she'd walk away. I think that's how you become an anarch.
I mean, that's kind of one way to do it, I suppose.
We always tend to believe those with power and distrust those without power. If you're a young vampire, try to keep this impulse in check. Power is never on your side. That's from Anarch, the book, page 12.
It's a quote from Rudy.
Rudy.
Yeah.
Rudy Tooty.
He can't fail.
Rudy.
What it does is make the Camarilla more dangerous. The privileged elite always bears its fangs when in danger of having its advantage taken away.
Yeah. So,
Same book, page 34.
yeah. So,
Double the page.
this is where things get a little messy, and at least our presentation of the Crash Course little series is there's not really a right way to run an Anarch game. The kind of... Alright, so basically, as long as your game disavows the hierarchy of the Camarilla, but also tries to maintain the humanity that the Sabbat lacks, you can call it an Anarch Chronicle.
Uh-huh.
As long as you're in between these two.
Yeah.
And if you actually read the Anarch Guide, which apparently a lot of people don't, I find that funny that they've just complained about this book. And I'm like, guys, there's so much shit in here that is great. It's so fucking good. But yeah, the book offers some pre-written options for you guys to run with for your chronicles, including traveling circuses, kink couples, American-style libertarian frat bros, which is the funniest part of the fucking book to me.
One of my favorites.
It's
I actually
so
had.
funny.
We'll talk about that more on later episode, but I had to tie them into my character. They're so dumb and good.
So dumb. It's so... Just the minutes of their meeting is so fucking funny.
I'm just hearing that when you guys say that all the Indiana vampires are libertarians, I just want to go into somebody's haven with a metal detector and just go like, there's their buried gold.
Yeah, no jokes. No jokes. Fucking... Oh, yeah. But yeah, you also get, like, leftist revolutionaries. You get gangland hazing rights. You get party culture, you get religious sermons, there's internet hacker groups, you get mega wealthy luxury bunkers, and there's more. There's so much
There's
more. So it's the freedom and the shackles of you have all the options.
It's
Go.
It's literally any group that is in any way opposed to the Camarilla, but is not as crazy dogmatic as the Sabbat.
Yeah. That I will give the slight note of, I know there are people that are just like, well, the Hakata is their own thing. And it's like, yeah, you're not wrong. The Camarilla is not going to look at it that way.
Yeah, they don't... The Camarilla doesn't care. There are several clans that can be like, we are Autarchus. But then they're like, if you're not choosing my side, you're clearly this side.
Yeah.
Because you haven't attempted to burn the city down immediately, so Anarch.
Yeah. Which... We do have plans to talk about stuff later. We'll talk about the end of the episode. But, yeah. And to reiterate, those of you who miss the fun of the old world Sabbat, where you're, the edgy anti-hero freedom fighters for the sake of Cain and all of vampire kind.
Or crazy demon hunters,
Just
like your parents.
Yeah.
Just adopt the Code of Milan and don't kill everyone.
Well, you don't even have to adopt the Code of Milan. You could look at, like, the path of, like, honorable chivalry or whatever that one was. Just pull chronicle or like personal convictions from that and go.
Yeah, just run Anarchs. That's their...
Just be spicy Anarchs.
Yeah, Anarchs with a mission. Something that's not very common.
Yeah, right? Some do, some don't. Some just want to get high as fuck, and that's their whole shtick. They're like, I just want to be alone in my haven and get fucking stoned on drug blood. And that's fine.
And this is
For the rest of time.
Yeah.
This is the reason why the heathens, the cult of the ecstasy, love them.
Yeah. But yeah, and then there's, the Settites doing their ministry thing where they're proselytizing different religious philosophies. But it's canonical in the Anarch book. There's Sabbat-esque shit in there, and you can run it, and there's nothing stopping you. But there's also now the Storyteller's Vault with all of the stuff that you can run from that. There's also that option if you want for V5. Go forth.
Go for
Do
it
us
and
that
have
will.
fun.
Yes, have fun. Write good stories.
I think the stuff in the Storyteller's Vault book is cool, but personally, I like better the fractioning of the Sabbat into unwittingly members of the Anarch, because the Cam has locked things down so hard that the minor levels of humanity and morality Sabbat have had to essentially been forced to become Anarchs and be like, well, we're not the raving madmen, and we're definitely
not sucking up to Daddy Big Cock over there.
We're still pretty much hard line on the eat the rich, but
turns out most Anarchs aren't rich either, so it works out.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah, and there's perfectly canonical be like, yeah, no, if you want to diabolarize your fucking elders for various reasons, go for it. That you can do that as an Anarch. There's literally nothing stopping you.
Other than the elder.
Well, I mean, fuck him.
Yeah, I know. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
I'm just you still gotta go to that goal.
Yeah, no, if you
You
want
got a bunch of little guys, you can eat a big guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, that's how the Anarch revolt started.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's just Sombra being like, what if we all ganged up and killed Dad?
Yeah, and if everybody wants to eat Daddy, that's fine.
You can find all kinds of videos of that.
Or
online.
Mommy. I guess because elders can be women too sometimes.
Let's be real.
I mean,
the
lots of
gender.
times.
Sometimes Mommy is a snack.
Yeah. Let's be real.
Or a whole meal.
Oh, a whole
Gender-
damn meal.
Gender is a
Ooh,
foreign
gross.
concept to Zamitzi.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, who knows?
But yeah, that's Crash Course of the Sex. Has anybody got thoughts on your favorites, pluses, minuses?
I love a lot of the stuff in the Anarch book. I have some blank spaces, but I've been rereading it lately, and there's so much in that book that people kind of seem to have glossed over. There's stuff about Gehenna and the end of the world just kind of thrown in there, and it seems like the Tower is just ignoring it. That could be an insanely interesting start to a Chronicle series where it's just the people with no power just watching everything shit the bed. I wonder what that would be like.
I have no idea what that's like, watching the institutions around me crumble and everybody just, for some reason, not understand how fucking bleach works.
I'm sad now.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Circling back onto the non-sad point, what are you telling me, Hunter, that we can just start a campaign up like the meme image of somebody pointing off in the distance, facing the red star?
Yeah.
Just the Anarchs going...
The Anarchs facing Cain, yeah.
Yeah. Fuck.
Well, we're gonna...
You need to make that meme, please, Hunter.
Yeah,
Yes.
that
Yeah,
one exactly.
post that everywhere.
We haven't done that episode yet. It's going to be a deep and weird fucking episode. The star's not Cain. It's going to be real weird.
Yeah, and it's okay. Don't so shirk it. It'll be fine. But yeah, I'm honest about the fact that I was like, no, Anarch's been my favorite sect. It was been my favorite sect since Old World.
Look, I can't. It's hanging. The red star is in every single one.
Yeah, we'll get to it
of
soon.
the World of Darkness properties. Gehenna is simpler because it's in werewolf, mage, wraith.
Well, speaking of things we're going to be covering in the soonish future, we're not only doing a deep dive into the Gehenna shit. I know we're planning on covering a couple of the other sects as a crash course with the Ashira and the Hakata, and I think we're planning deeper dives on the 3 that we just covered.
Yeah, we'll do those down the line. We're also going to start doing some deep dives soon in specific clans.
Mhm.
Yeah, I know we finished the poll. The poll will be finished up by the time this episode airs,
Yes.
but watching that on the Twitter has been very entertaining.
Default Mountain Dew got real spicy.
But I do want to actually go back
Yes.
a little bit more on topic.
Yeah.
I think if I was going to start an Anarch game now,
Mhm.
I think it'd be really interesting to run it where you had a group that had more like libertarian values and a group that had, I don't know, like even like Green Party style like ideals.
I mean, we could do fucking full-on anarcho-syndicalists.
Yeah, but they're both under direct attack from the tower and they're forced to work together.
Oh my
and
god.
so that's like the whole story is like a bunch of weird like
So you're just running Vampire Odd Couple
Kinda.
with a lot more violence.
with violence, yeah.
I mean, there's a lot from what we learned earlier. There's a lot of violence on the Odd Couple. It does not all have to be physical.
Mm-mm.
There's definitely some terroristic plots going on there.
Yeah. No, I didn't even get into stochastic terrorism.
I don't even know what that word you said is.
Oh, that's we'll get into that. That's a future episode.
Anarch Part 2. Sarah explains bigger words to me.
Fuck.
Sarah makes Hunter brain good.
Oh no.
No.
But I think that one right there is a really good
That was a fun
spice
one.
one.
Yeah,
I was about to say, as we were talking about.
I'm beginning to wonder why our party is in the Camarilla. Just saying. I feel like none of us actually. Well,
Alec doesn't give a fuck.
no, Alec doesn't. No, not at all.
There's only one of them that's technically
Not
the
even
cam.
him is.
Oh,
not
like
even Ellis is super cam. I mean, he doesn't-
Ellis is like one of those libertarians who votes Republican just because it's easy.
Yeah.
He's like he's like a Ron Paul.
Yeah, and then Hatim is like, he kind of only gives a shit because his sire's like, look, we made an alliance, we formed an alliance, and we need to honor that, so.
Also, he's kind of a cop.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's totally.
I
Yeah,
can
he's a
also
bit of a
say,
cop.
no, Alec and Luca are both hard line. We're like, no. Like,
Yeah.
we have a violent fucking relationship currently, but if we can get past that, like, we definitely hard line on the same thought
You were
about.
gonna stake him within like 20 minutes of meeting him. Of course, he
Look.
doesn't like him.
I said I wasn't gonna let a guy get hurt, and you were like, I'm gonna knifey finger you.
I mean, if you guys decide to claim your domain and then afterwards just be like, nope, fuck you, that would be hilarious, but that's also a player choice, and I'm not going to push that. I'm just here to run whatever story insanity you throw at me.
I put like 4 dots in having Jackson as a friend, so that'd be a weird choice.
That would be a fucking weird choice.
That'd be a great choice. Which also, circling back for the one-shot ideas, because this does involve this,
What?
and I can tie it back all around. A good start to an Anarch game would be how your city deals with, by the way, the Sabbat just went fucking crazy, and you have a bunch of Sabbat refugees that are like, nope, this is fucking nuts. I'm done with this. How the fuck you deal with that?
Yeah.
Just a big old refugee influx to your area.
Oh, you mean where the Anarchs take them in?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Where they're just like, fuck, 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 fuck.
They're just like, we just wanted to fight the prince, and now these people showed up, and like we agree on some ideas, and then other ideas are like,
Helping figure out.
I'm having a flashback because I'm just like, oh god, it's like talking to other leftists. Like, fuck.
I mean, there's so many things you can do in that. Helping them remember who they are, if you can do that. Helping them
Yeah.
figure out what clan they were from.
If that's something they care about, or
Yeah.
just the spot come in and just look at the Anarchs, go, pussies.
That too. There are so many things you can do with that.
Yeah.
And I'm just saying, hey.
Honestly, they might end up just start hanging out with like the Caitiff. I feel
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
principles and
The patter. Again, I
Well,
told you that.
Cata for a lot of the time, Anarchs.
Yeah, or Tarkus, but
Yeah.
I'm-
basically Anarchs.
you know the non-clan caring people or the thin bloods to be like, yeah, none of us give a shit.
Right,
Yeah.
right.
I feel like that would be a weird.
Or just here to sip hella blood and vibe. This is an audio
God
medium.
damn it.
Nobody can see you.
No, nobody can see me peace sign.
No,
Sideways peace
no.
sign.
I appreciated it though.
Thanks.
Yeah, no, you're very pretty.
Well,
Yeah.
So that outside of just the Anarchs, does anyone have anything else they want to say about the sects?
I think I've already said my piece that, again, I started this whole podcast out being like, Sabbat are the best. And I was like, I was wrong. And again, I was so turbo wrong, at least in V5 points, that I'm going to keep reiterating that.
Yeah. No, it's just like, this, just write the chronicle that works best for your table. If the Camarilla is going to be better for running your story, fucking run the fucking Camarilla. If having the Sabbat involved in a serious way works more for the story you want to tell, fucking go for it. And if being Anarchs works for you, cool. Yeah. There's not really a lot of right and wrong ways to write or run a story outside of, fucking just making sure everybody's cool with what's going on.
Yeah. And even if you're going to write a game that is of a specific group, doesn't mean you can't have players who write characters who are like, in your cam game, who are like secretly undercover lovers with the, Anarchs
or double agent or
don't really give a shit.
Yeah, just like
they can have ulterior motives.
Yeah.
Just because you're saying we're playing a Camarilla game doesn't mean that's all your players can make. It just means that's what our main focus is going to be.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. That's the framework of the story, and you can go from there. You don't have to be fucking elbow deep into the Seneschal. Again, unless they want to, and that's your thing.
I will say about the sects, going back to that part, I really like that in Old World, at least to me, it kind of felt like all the sects were kind of nebulous. They didn't really have like a hard line. This is what we are. Mm-hmm. And I feel like they did a good job of kind of solidifying them into the ideas that kind of embody them, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
You read the cam book and you're just like, oh, okay, yeah, they are very like, we are keeping our power structure how it is, and this is the power structure. And I feel like it more concretely explained that for these three.
Yeah, definitely does.
Yeah, it's like if you got a game that you want to talk about like authoritarianism, like Camry is a good way to do it. If you want to have a game where you're talking about liberation or personal freedoms, and Anarchs are a good way to go about that.
Yeah, as John says, just the cam feels a lot like, society is a bottom text ladder. You will climb it.
Mm-hmm. We live in a society.
Bottom text.
I waited until this episode to say it.
Good job.
Hey.
I'm surprised you that made it past all the Joker.
Yeah, I know, right? No, I waited. I was good. I was a good girl.
Well, no, I 100% felt that it would be better to bring up the fact that I'm like, no, Mad Max, they have some fucking, like, ideals. They have some structure.
Well, it would depend on which roving gang you're dealing with, because some have more of like a kind of an enclave collective society, and some are just roving bands of, I am the biggest and most powerful, therefore I get all of the gas and the butt boys.
Yeah, the BDSM community that had some problems at the end of the world.
Yeah.
It doesn't seem like a bad deal.
Look, it's just
gas and butt boys?
Yeah, gas and butt boys. I mean, that's just Australia.
Gas and butt boys?
Australian viewers, we love you.
Yeah.
No, I do. I love Australia.
Do we have Australian
Please come on the
listeners?
show. Tell us more about gas and butt boys.
What is the frequency of dingoes kidnapping babies?
Oh,
that's just rude.
The butt boys is not rude, but the dingoes kidnapping...
That's because Mad Max is a national treasure.
One is a stereotype. One is just some boys with that ass.
And you know what? I am here to support goth boys and fishnets.
I need to get my fishnets back.
You do. We need to get you some fishnets.
Yes.
Yes. So I guess thanks to Paralyze.
Yeah, thank
Yeah.
you. We've been running a lot of polls over on our Patreon. If you go and support us over there, you get a voting voice in what we do here on the show. For our clans episode, we decided to make it fun, and we let the people over on our Patreon each pick a clan, and then we made a public poll out of it. And the ones that don't get picked this time are going to roll forward, and one of us might throw one on there that we got some itchy ideas for. But I also am writing a one-shot for this show that we're going to do some bonus episodes down the road. We're currently playtesting that with our patrons and some of the other people in our Discord server. But our patrons also got to vote on like the theme and topic that I was going to be writing for.
Yeah.
So I'm going to continue doing that in the future. If that's something you're interested, go ahead and check out our Patreon or our Discord. Our Discord is completely free to join, and there's new people joining every day. Just a lot of chat, help people making characters together,
Yeah.
talking about
sharing story stuff, sharing memes, sharing
Talking about
pets.
their current games, their future games.
talking about how they've trained goats using science to, instead of produce milk, produce spider silk.
Mm-hmm.
That was a good day today.
That was a good day. You really do. It's really good. Also, just people sharing kitties and puppos. And our Discord. Hello, friends.
Also, if you have tarantulas or snakes or lizards or scorpions, they count as pets. Please post them.
Yeah, all pets.
Got a dumbass axolotl. Hell
I
yeah.
cannot.
Oh my god. They feel weird.
Yeah, they do.
They feel real weird.
They do. They're salamanders.
They're like squishy, but salamanders are more solid than axolotls.
Yeah.
Also, if any of you
They're weird.
Axolotls kind of feel like those weird water wing
Kind of.
wiener
yeah.
things they give you as a kid, and you're like, is this a toy? Is this a sex object?
Right. Agreed.
Turns out it's not really any of those things.
No.
it can be any of them if you try hard enough.
No, I squished one of those
They don't
too.
hold form.
They do not. I squished one of those too hard as a child and I hit a TSA agent with one.
Nice.
Also, if any of you insane bastards are keeping mantis shrimps, I want to see them, and they're angry little clown bastards.
Yes. But yeah.
Hit me up about your mantis shrimp. I have some questions.
Oh yes, for sure. Saying we exist on the Twitter at Blank Bodies. We exist on the Instagram at Blank Bodies Pod. You can email us questions, concerns. If you do anything in the vampire community, like LARP, you have a game stream, you make art, you're a fangsmith. Are you actually a vampire? You can hit us up at the email blankbodies@gmail.com.
We'd love to interview you
Yes.
if you're a vampire.
Yeah, we've gotten some interesting and fun interviews so far in the can. We got some new ones in the works.
Yeah,
Yeah.
very good. I usually do those. Sometimes have other people pop in, but it's fun just getting to talk to like new people.
Yeah.
So who knows? Even if you're working on something for the Storyteller Vault and you want to talk to me about it,
Oh yeah. Fucking
hit me up. I'll do it.
Yo.
Fuck.
yeah. You ready for any of the books? Fucking hit us up. We will be silly and talk with you and share your info.
I will also take old fluff as well.
Yes.
I would love to speak to any of the mage writers from the old fluff books and ask why are there so many mage stories where a burgeoning, awakening mage somehow has the dick game to romance the technocrat that is trying to observe them and murk them. There's at least 3 separate stories that have that storyline.
James Bond syndrome. But
Oh, I was going to say magical dick.
that's basically a power James Bond has, though, at this
That's
point.
fair. Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
depending on what era of James Bond, because if it's really early, I'm just like, I mean, that's just the power of date rape, but you know.
Yeah.
Y'all are assuming these mages did anything to warrant the romance and the dick game. They just fully anime pro-tagged into them being like, oh my god, I'm so wet. I'm so wet for this
I
mage."
mean, I'm used to a lot of people just talking to me like that, so it's like,
Horny men writing books.
Yes.
I found it. I've discovered the secret.
you did it.
Speaking of horny men writing books,
Aleister Crowley?
yeah, if you're a horny man writing a book, send me an email. I'll talk to you about it. I don't care.
Yeah.
If you write stories about 2 werewolves making sweet love and it uses the World of Darkness dice system, tell me all about it.
Also,
Hell yeah.
Also hard reach, but if Chuck Tingle somehow hears this, yeah, no. Contact us. We're here for you, man.
I still don't even know if I believe he's a real person or if he's just a like entity created by multiple ghostwriters coming up with the name Chuck Tingle.
I'm kind of here for it though, regardless.
Oh no, I
Chuck Tingle is just 1,000 monkeys with typewriters.
And they're all horny.
he's
For some reason, this is reminding me of an Unknown Armies bit. That John Doe is actually like a basalt consciousness that feeds off of the energy of people dying, unknown.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, all these people named John Doe that die, or that are named John Doe that die unidentified, are just continuously feeding off of this thing, and its eventual goal is to just wipe out humanity.
Oh, it's like a tulpa?
Yeah.
Ah.
It's an angry tulpa.
It's kind of cool.
Yeah. Also, I think I have another solution to your mage question. All the mage books were written by 1,000 horny men practicing semen retention, and they combined the random gibberish into books.
Wow.
It's not even... It's the why. The person that... I'm here to observe this mage, and if it awakens, it will become too powerful, and I must kill it because I am a good technocrat agent. I want to fuck the shit out of it.
Well, you see, the reason why is semen retention increases attractability in women aged 18 to 35.
God damn it, Hunter.
Your
Go
biological
away.
functions disgust me.
One of my mage rituals that I have to practice is what I call testicular breathing.
All right, strapped in. This is bonus content right now.
All right, so we've been blank bodies, and this is a good night.
No. We are
no.
continuing.
No,
Do not
no.
shut that down. Continue, Hunter.
You
I
you
want to learn how
inhale
to testicularly
all the way.
breathe.
There's this Canadian politician I'll look up. He really teaches you.
Okay, all right.
All right.
You basically, it's like, you know how people like, oh, you want to like breathe like and sing from the stomach, not like the lungs.
Diaphragm, yeah.
You just keep going.
So there's
you
a-
breathe in like straight from the testes.
No, you breathe down to the testes. Like breathe in until you feel your testes inflate a little bit. Like you just kind of.
Are you a fucking cartoon? Inflate your testes?
You can kind of feel your butthole pucker if you're doing it right.
Do you then exhale until your testes also kind of deflate?
Yeah. So
Okay, all right.
Hi, patrons. You're the only one that are going to get to hear this.
No. I kind of want this to be at the end of the episode. We haven't said our goodbyes yet.
yeah, wait till people vote for me to write a mage game.
Oh God. Yeah, you're right in the mage game. Sorry.
Oh, no.
One of you two. I'm not fucking doing it.
Or we just won't play mage because boo. Anyway, good night, guys. I've been John. That's Hunter. That's Sarah. That's James. Love you.
Good night.
Good night, night.
Good night.
Nah.
Good night.